one of the things that Willie mentioned, he's basically like, when other teams get physical, sometimes that for y'all can mean not running, the offense in the way that he would like to see. Just what are your thoughts on kind of that assessment?
I thought that we just get stops, and it was just walking the ball up for a quarter and a half, giving up all those points in the first half. I think it hurt us. They were not as physical as some of the teams we played. They obviously are a good team, and they're skilled and all those things, but, I think they're not like Memphis and some of those teams. They denied B.I. some trap, but outside of Front and Z and, kind of White and them, I didn't think they were that physical, but we got to do a better job of executing the half court and being a better half court team in those situations. But I think coming into tonight, we was top 7 offense in the half court, so not too worried about it. We shot the ball horribly tonight. I think we hit 10 out of 43s. I was 1 for 7, so that's a part of it. The other part of it is, being better at rotations, getting the ball at Book's hands, and then shooter on the weak side. So it's a little difficult, but credit them. They played a good game. They beat us, and they deserve to win tonight.
Yeah, you guys had a great shooting night Wednesday. Did you feel like tonight was missing open shots? What did you feel like it was?
Yeah, same looks that we get every night. We just didn't make them, and I think that's a credit to them. They did a good job of closing out sometimes, and sometimes we just missed open shots. But they made us pay on the offensive end by, being aggressive, Book obviously getting going, and then we were in scramble mode a lot of times trying to rotate out of some of those traps, and they did a good job of taking advantage.
And with the night Book ended up having, how much of that was just him just hitting a bunch of crazy shots versus, I guess, y'all not doing enough defensively?
Both. He's good. He's going to score. We just got to try to make it difficult. Some of those shots, there's nothing you can do about it. But, even in the first quarter, I go under on the screen. He raises up, hits a 3. He's starting to feel good. Then he gets downhill, gets to the free throw line. So it's the little stuff you got to try to take away because he's going to score anyway, but you want to make it as difficult as possible. But once he gets rolling, he's pump fake, fading away. There's not much you can do about that. But we got to try to make it as difficult as possible and understand that, when he's passing to KD, who's one of the best scorers to ever play the game, and then he's got a swing to Brad or Grayson, who's 48% from 3. So it's a tough rotation out of that throughout the game.
And you mentioned there are going to be certain situations where teams are making shots and it's forcing y'all to walk the ball up and execute in half court. What do you want to see just to be better in those moments when you have to execute?
Spacing is better. We're a little crowded at times, bringing it up one side. So spacing got to be better. Try to get the ball from one side to the other. And if the guys deny, we got to get into second side action or wave them through. So we got to get better at that.
And then, CJ, you've had 3 recent losses the team has by double digits to Denver, LA Clippers, and then tonight. Do you feel like there's a certain level you guys still need to get to before you can maybe beat one of these teams like this tonight?
I don't know what level. we top 5 or 6 in the West, and still counts as one loss, whether you lose by 1 or 15. But it's obvious that some nights we look really good and some nights we don't. So the consistency's got to get better. But I think over a 20-game sample, we're playing well, and sometimes you have nights like this where you don't make shots, and I think that affects you at the defensive end, and you can't allow that to happen. But all in all, we've lost to some good teams, and that's going to happen throughout the season.
CJ, you guys have often bounced back too, right, when you've gone off to a slow start. What do you think was the biggest reason preventing from you guys making a run tonight?
I don't know. If I had to answer, maybe we would have been better, but I really don't know. Just credit them for playing a good game. Sometimes it's not as bad as you think it is. It's just the other team played well and you didn't.
Thank you, CJ.
Thanks, sir.
Yep. Wow.